Welcome to the new video. In this video, White will play Jobava London against Black's Indian defense, and White will trap Black in a amazing trapping idea, right? And I will explain move by move, every move briefly, right? So game starts with the d4, and Black is going to play Indian defense, so knight f6, then knight c3, then d5, then bishop f4. This is typical Jobava setup, and Black will play g6 trying to fianchetto this bishop on the next move, and White play e3, then fianchetting this bishop. And at this move, Black wants to castle on the short side, and these pieces are on the king side. So what White should do, he should attack the king side, right? That's why he play h4, and Black responds with h5, and this is a most typical reply, common reply, right? Now it's White turn. White has these pieces and these need to develop. Let's develop the knight to f3, then Black castle, then knight to e5, and this is a best square for our knight, right? Now it's Black turn. Black strike the center. Now White should not take this because that will ruin the White structure. Actually, White should calculate here, like what if Black take, then White take, then this bishop got undefended, and what if we move our queen to d2 and this bishop got very strong on this square, and where we can exchange this powerful Black's bishop, right? So that's our plan. That's why White play d2, queen d2. Now Black take, White take. Now this bishop and queen is very strong here, right? Now Black play knight to c6 and trying to challenge. He's threatening to take this, and we know he will going to take this. But the main issue here is this knight is coming here. He can come here. This knight can also come here, right? And these are perfect squares for these knights, right? So that's why we should stop this knight first. So how we stop? By playing f3. We stop this knight as well this bishop coming over here, right? Now Black develop his bishop to f5. Now White develop his bishop, and this is not a pin, so this knight can move. And he moved his knight, taking our knight, the best knight. We take with the pawn, knight d7. Now Black threatening to take this pawn because he has two attacker and White has only one defender, right? But one thing as a beginner we must learn, we need to develop our pieces and increase their activity. So that's why White did not decide to defend this and go for the long castle, because now this rook and this rook will join soon if this pawn get captured by the knight or the bishop, anyone, right? Then this rook on this file, this rook on this open file, this bishop, very good piece connection, piece coordination, right? So Black take the pawn, simple. Now rook e1 on the open file, these two rooks on the open file, amazing piece coordination and attack, right? Now knight goes back. What knight can do? Knight goes back. Now this bishop goes for the exchange because we wanted the exchange. Bishop s6, bishop takes, then queen take, and you can see engine says it's better for White, plus 1.6, because we have exchanged the Black's most powerful bishop, that's the bishop on g7, with our passive bishop, right? Now it's Black turn. Black might want to defend this pawn, right? Because this is undefended, right? So Black play e6. Now here White has a great trapping idea. The trapping ideas goes like this: queen covers all this square, and if somehow White is able to give check to this king, Black king, then that will be much better, right? So we have to bring our knight from here and then there, right? But this square is defended by the bishop and the pawn, and pawn did not take our knight because of the pin, right? But this bishop can. So how to deflect this bishop? Simple, play g4. He will take with the pawn, and he will surely take that with the pawn, right? And now White play knight to e4. He will not take, he cannot take because of the queen, right? But what he can do? He can do 2-3 things, right? He can also capture our rook Suppose if he decide to capture the rook, then that's a blunder. You can see the engine, it's +5, right? Why +5? Because then knight, our knight can go to g5, right? G5 square, and he's threatening to checkmate in one. The only move, the only move that can defend is queen sacrifice, and if queen sacrifice, then we will take that with our queen. And you can see white is a queen ahead, queen up, so he can easily win this. But you might think white to why just queen exchange, black can move his rook. But if black can move this rook, then that's a mate in 2, because now it's a check, the only move, and then mate, right? So queen sacrifice is must in that case. That's why this bishop take is actually a blunder, right? So what black might play? Black decide to unpin this queen, right? So he might play queen to e7. That's a wonderful, and he also defend this rank. Now white play knight to g5, and now he is threatening to checkmate in one. And so black play f6, and he is saving this square, and there is no checkmate in one, right? But now here comes a sacrifice, white's trapping sacrifice. He sacrificed his knight. Suppose he took with the, he obviously take with the bishop, and then rook sacrifice. And here, suppose, most probably, black is going to take that with the queen, and that's a blunder, because now it's mate in 4. How? Queen take, that's the only move. Then again check, that's the only move. Then check with the rook, and it's actually a mate, so the only move is just queen sacrifice, and that's a mate. So you can see how you can win this plan, this trapping idea here, by knight sacrifice. And actually there are many trapping ideas, like if bishop takes, if bishop take our rook, that's also a mating idea, nice mating idea here, right? So that's good. I hope you understand every move and understand my thinking process as well, right? Thank you.